Hey guys, ever wonder how to scrape the endless stream of online news into a simple and easy to use spreadsheet? It's easier than you think. But what if I told you there's a way to automate this process, saving you hours of manual work? Today we're diving into a step-by-step guide on scraping news from any website and turning it into actionable data, all with the help of some nifty tools. Stick around because this could be the game changer that you've been looking for. So first of all, thank you for coming back, and a big welcome to all of the new subscribers joining us today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jake Dawson, and I'm here to bring you the latest in AI sales and automation workflow hacks in a way that's easy to understand and apply. And as always, remember that everything we cover here is to help you succeed. These are not just theories, but actionable strategies that you can use right now. Now, if you're new here or looking for more ways to level up, don't forget to check out the school community linked below. Inside, you'll find exclusive Make.com templates, including the exact one that we're using today, that you can import directly and start using immediately. We've built a whole space for learners and doers just like you, where you can ask questions, get direct help, and connect with like-minded people ready to take action. And of course, you can always subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified of our bi-weekly videos, live sessions, and more. Let's jump in. So, why should you care about scraping news from any website? Imagine having all of the latest market trends and popular news topics at your fingertips, neatly organized into a Google Sheet. Whether you're doing market research or just want to stay ahead of the curve, this automation will save you time and effort, letting you focus on what really matters, making informed decisions. Let's get started and jump into the world of news scraping. First, we're going to set up this system to automatically collect news articles from various websites. Imagine having all of the latest news at your fingertips without lifting a finger. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's actually super useful for market research or just keeping up with popular news topics. Now, in setting up our news scraping automation, let's start with Inoreader. This tool is an RSS feed aggregator, which is just a fancy way of saying it collects articles from multiple news sites in one place. Why is this important? Because it saves you from hopping around the internet like a news-hungry bunny. For example, instead of visiting 10 different sites, you can just check Inoreader and see everything in one spot. Wondering how to get started? It's simple. Head over to Inoreader.com and sign up or log in. For instance, if you're using a Google account, just click that option and you're in. Once you've got your account set up, you'll land on the dashboard. First thing is first, let's create a news folder. Navigate to the feeds page using the left navigation bar, click the folder icon with a plus sign, and name your new folder News. Easy, right? Next, let's add some feeds to this folder. You can use ChatGPT to generate a list of websites. Why do we need this? Because it helps you gather articles from the top sites in your niche. You can also customize it to your country of choice. For instance, if you're into tech news in the US, just use the prompt, give me a numbered list of the top tech websites in the US, separated by commas. Copy the list from ChatGPT and paste it into Inoreader. Manually add each website to the Add Feeds field. Like for this example, we want to add news about AI. So we'll be adding TechCrunch and selecting the AI section, or The Verge and selecting All Posts. Add at least the 5 top websites in your niche to get a big pool of news articles. Once you're done adding the fields, save the folder. Now, let's talk about automating news insights with Make.com and OpenAI. Here's how it works. Make.com is a platform that automates workflows and integrates apps. And for this example, connecting Inoreader with Google Sheets for data transfer. This matters because it streamlines the process, saving you time and effort. All right, now let's get started with setting up Make.com. First, head over to Make.com and either sign up or log in if you haven't already. Once you're in, take a look at the left navigation bar and find the Scenarios tab. This is where all the magic happens. So make sure you're in the right spot. Next up, let's create a new scenario. On the Scenarios page, you'll either see a list of existing automations, or if you're new, a blank slate ready for creativity. Look for the Create a New Scenario button in the top right corner and give it a click. This is where you'll start building your automation process. Think of it as setting up the perfect playlist for a road trip. Each step gets you closer to your destination. Next, we're going to integrate Inoreader. In the first module, search for the Inoreader and select the List Articles action. You'll need to connect to Inoreader, so click the Add button or Connect to Inoreader button. Follow the prompts to save your connection settings. Make sure you're signed up with Inoreader beforehand, or it's like trying to join a party without an invite. Awkward. Then, let's configure the Inoreader settings. Choose Folder from the Type of Articles dropdown. You'll see accessible folders under Folder ID, and you'll want to identify the News folder as your primary source. In the Limit option, input the desired number of articles. Let's go with 50 for this example. Click OK to confirm and save your settings. Now, click the plus button to add another module. Search for the array aggregator and click on it. In the source module, select List Articles and choose the aggregated fields. Things like timestamp, categories, title, published date, canonical, summary, author, and origin. These are the details we're getting from Inoreader, which we'll use to then scrape these news articles and add them to our spreadsheet. Click OK to save the array aggregator settings. It's like organizing your closet by color and season, satisfying and efficient. Next, we need to iterate through articles for detailed extraction. Because let's face it, you wouldn't want to miss out on any juicy details. With a collection of items ready, proceed to extract details one by one. All right, let's add an iterator module. First, click on that plus button to add another module. Then search for Iterator and click on it. Choose here the array aggregator's output. We're doing this because it helps us handle multiple items, like a conveyor belt in a factory. Now in the next step, we're adding an HTTP module. This is where we make a request to scrape content from each article URL. Think of it like sending a friendly letter to a website asking for its news. In the URL field, you'll navigate to canonical and href to get the URL. Set the method to get, the body type to raw, and the content type to HTML. This is like setting the right postage and envelope for our letter. Next, we'll be extracting the content with a text parser. Click on the plus sign again and add a new module called text parser with the action of match pattern. This is where we use a pattern to pull out the juicy bits of the HTML. It's like using a strainer to get the pasta out of the water. In the text field, add the data from the HTML. We've gotten this HTTP module. This ensures we're only getting the good stuff. Need to convert HTML to text? Add another module and search for text parser to select the HTML to text action. This strips away everything but the text, like peeling an orange to get to the sweet fruit inside. Use the output from the last text parser module here to get only the article content from the URL we've just scraped. Now, let's move to integrating OpenAI for content processing. Add a new module and search for OpenAI to select the Create a Chat Completion action. If you're not connected, click the Add button to connect OpenAI to make.com. Follow the link to log in or sign up to OpenAI. Create a new API key by clicking this button. Then name this connection something like Make and copy the API key that was generated. Now, back in make.com, paste it in the OpenAI module's API key field, and bam, you're connected. Next, choose the model GPT-4o and add a message with the role user. This is like having a conversation with a super smart friend who helps you process the content. Write here a prompt that looks like this. This prompt will extract article content and links while generating a JSON format. This JSON will have two fields, title for the article title and content for the text and links. Add the text input from the last module to process the text here. Now, let's instruct the module to give us a JSON object. To do so, click on the Show Advanced Setting toggle to open it, and in the Response Format dropdown, select JSON Object. Enable Parse JSON Response by clicking Yes. This is like organizing all your notes into a neat digital notebook. At this point, you've got a streamlined process to scrape news from any website easily, turning raw data into organized, readable content. Next, let's use a parse JSON module to make sense of our OpenAI module. JSON parsing is crucial because it helps us extract specific information from the data that we get from OpenAI, making it structured and ready for use. So let's get started by adding a new module for JSON parsing. You'll want to search for JSON in the module search bar and select the parse JSON action. Once you've got that, input the JSON string by clicking on the JSON string field, navigating to the output from OpenAI, and selecting Choices, Message, Content. Hit OK to save those settings. Now, click on Run Once and let the JSON module do its thing while you grab a cup of coffee and ponder the mysteries of the universe. Okay, now let's move the data to its final destination, Google Sheets. First, we need to add a new module for Google Sheets. Search for Google Sheets in the module search bar and select the Add a Row action. If you haven't connected Google Sheets to Make.com yet, click the Add button and sign in with your Google account. Next, prepare your spreadsheet. If you don't have one, create a new Google Sheets document in Google Drive. Navigate to your desired folder, right-click, and create a new Google Sheet document. Let's call this spreadsheet News because it will store all the news data we'll be working with. Naming it News makes it easy to identify and keep things organized. Now, let's add headers like date scraped, title, date published, link, summary, publication, full article, and author. And just like that, your spreadsheet is ready to receive data. Now, this is where things get exciting. Having your data parsed and ready means you can map it to Google Sheets. Select the spreadsheet in Make.com by choosing your file in the Spreadsheet ID field. Search for the News file in the designated folder. Make sure the sheet name is the default like Sheet 1. Map the date for the scraping process using the Calendar section with the native function from Make.com called Now. This will get you the current timestamp. Map title, published link, summary, author, and publication from the Inoreader module. Map full article from the JSON module. Once you're done adding these fields, click on Run Once to test your setup. This will execute the scenario and populate your Google Sheets with the data based on the fields that you've added. Keep an eye on the logs or progress bar to ensure everything's running smoothly. Once the process is complete, open your spreadsheet and verify that the data appears in the correct columns. If you notice any issues, double-check your module configurations and field mappings to make sure everything is aligned properly. You can now analyze or organize the data. It's like having a well-organized library where you can find any book that you need in seconds. Now, here's a quick tip. Let's say you want to filter news articles for specific topics only. Locate the icon to add a filter between the Inoreader module and the HTTP module. Click on the icon and select Set up a filter. Label the filter as Does it match my topic? Set the condition to check if the title contains a specific keyword using the text operator and input the keyword. For example, artificial intelligence. This filter ensures only articles with the keywords in the title are processed and added to Google Sheets. The significance of this action is that it helps you focus on the most valuable articles, the ones that are most relevant to your interest or strategy. Want to get even more specific? You can add more filters or conditions to refine your data further. This way, you can tailor the data to your exact needs. Maybe you're looking for articles published in the last week. This makes you stand out by ensuring you're always up to date with the latest information. And here's the beauty of it. This isn't just about collecting data. It's about gaining insights and making informed decisions. You're learning how to automate data collection, improving your workflow, and setting yourself up for future success. It's like having a superpower that lets you see the bigger picture and act on it with confidence. And that's it. You've just learned how to scrape news from any website and turn it into valuable insights right inside Google Sheets. So get ready to use this system for market research or staying on top of the latest trends. It's simple, it's powerful, and now you've got it all set up. If you run into any issues or need more help, leave a comment below. I'll be happy to assist. And hey, if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more easy to follow automation tips. And if you're serious about taking your automation game to the next level, check out our school community. It's linked below. Inside, you'll find exclusive templates, resources, and a supportive group of like-minded people ready to help you succeed. Plus, the exact template we're using today is in there, so don't miss it. Oh, and before you click away, here is another video you'll probably want to watch next. It's packed with even more tips to help you crush it with automation. I'll see you there.